Good morning, class 10 English, the 100 dresses part 2. Last week we have learnt about Wanda, her two friends Maddie and Peggy, and how Wanda was teased by these two girls just because she was shifted from Poland, and because of her funny name and because of her appearance. She was a very poor girl and she used to wear only one blue faded dress. And Peggy used to tease her every day, how many dresses you have, and then this all we have learnt. And then the art competition was also conducted in which everybody participated and Wanda was the winner. She got the medal. And the day results were announced, unfortunately Wanda was absent, and these children were worried about her. What has happened? Continuously 2-3 days she was absent, and then everything went on. Now let us see what happens in part 2. Name of the lesson, the 100 dresses, part 2. Characters are Wanda Petronsky, her friends Maddie and Peggy, and their teacher Miss Mason. They were very much worried what has happened to Wanda and why is she not coming. Then days went by. One day, the monitor, when the children were in the class, the monitor brought the note from principal's room and handed over to their teacher, Miss Mason. And the note was from Wanda's father, and he had written. Everybody was silent in the class. The teacher asked everybody to be quiet in the class as she read the note. Mr. Petronsky, Wanda's father, had written, "Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Jake was Wanda's brother also. Now we move away to big city. No more holler. No more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny names in the big city. You are truly Jan Petronsky." Jan Petronsky, Wanda's father. Wanda had a brother Jake who was also studying there, and they had shifted to another city. What was the reason? Wanda did not like the school. She did not like the way her friends teased her. They ill-treated her because of their funny name. So they have shifted to a big city where there are so many students with different names and nobody bothers. Here the children had teased her and she felt very bad. Wanda felt very bad because of her funny name. She was teased by other children. So he said, no more holler. It is teasing and all. So no more, we are going to shift to a big city. Now Maddie and Peggy felt very bad. Peggy, as I said, was very good by nature, but somehow she took up this as a game and started teasing Wanda. Then both of them had already visited Bogin's height to check whether Wanda had left or not. But by the time these people reached there, she had already left. We have learned that. Now Maddie was feeling very bad. Though she did not directly tease Peggy, Wanda, but she did not stop Peggy also from doing so. So she was feeling a guilt, and she was also from a below poverty family. She was also very poor. She also used to wear the clothes used by some other people and given to her hand-down dresses, and she felt very bad that she did not stop Peggy from doing so. And the only reason was she was also very poor and she also used to wear Peggy's dresses, and she was scared that she may lose her best friend. Who is her best friend? Peggy. So they felt very bad. Both of them had visited Bogin's height, but by the time they reached, she had already left. Then these two girls wrote a friendly letter to Wanda. They wrote the address Bogin's Height. From there it would be forwarded to the place where Wanda had shifted, because they were not aware where Wanda had shifted. They wrote a very friendly letter that they missed her, and they also mentioned in the letter that she won the medal in art competition. They were very happy for that. There was no reply. They were not sure that whether she has received the letter or not, and Maddie was feeling very bad. She could not sleep in the night. She used to think, what I could have resisted, she felt. She could have resisted easily. She could have stopped Peggy from doing so. Though directly she did not tease Wanda, but she did not stop. So that guilt she was always thinking about. And then that night she decided, hereafter, if any child is being teased by anybody, it can be Wanda, it can be Peggy, it can be Maddie, it can be X, Y, Z, she will not encourage them. She will stop this at once and she will not allow anybody to do so. She took this firm decision. It can be anybody, whoever it might be, whatever could be the reason, she would stop that. She will not allow anyone to tease any child for any reason. When she took this decision, she felt happy and she could sleep properly. Days went by. One day, Miss Mason announced in the class, it was a time for Christmas, the weather was very cold, the shops were decorated, there were many decorative items being sold in the shop, they were very busy, the Christmas, everything was going on well, and one day the teacher, Miss Mason, called all the students inside and she said, here I have to make an announcement. So everybody kept quiet and then she said, listen very carefully. So students started listening very attentively and she had a letter in her hand. And the letter was from Miss Wanda Petonsky. She had written, dear Miss Mason, how are you and room 13? You remember room 13? Room 13 where these children studied. Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses. What were those 100 dresses? She had made beautiful drawings when she had participated in the art competition. She also won the medal for that, and she said she had written, she asked all the girls they can keep those 100 dresses, can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. This is how she used to tell Peggy whenever she asked. Peggy used to tease her, how many dresses you said you have? And Wanda used to answer always, I have 100 dresses all lined up in my closet. Now since she has moved to another big city, then when she wrote a letter, same thing she mentioned here also. She said, because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. I had liked that girl Peggy to have the drawing of green dress with the red trimming and her friend Maddie to have the blue one. So she said these two drawings. She had made beautiful drawings of different colors, different designs, and she chose the green one, green dress for Peggy. She asked the teacher to give that green dress drawing to Peggy with red trimming, and her friend Maddie can have the blue one. For Christmas I miss that school and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. This is what she had written. What did she write? What did she ask? She wished everybody Merry Christmas and she was happy in her new school, though she missed the old school, and she wrote about the teacher also, and there also she had these 100 drawings, 100 dresses all lined up in her closet, and then she gave two of her drawings, one green to Peggy and a blue to Maddie, and she told the teacher, you can give those two drawings to these two girls, and these girls were very happy now. So after this they picked up the dresses, the drawing, green and blue one, and both of them went home. After going home, she pinned it up. Maddie pinned it up in her bedroom. Peggy kept it in her room. And when Maddie was gazing at it, she was looking at it, she felt the face resembles her own face. So the drawing, in that drawing, the blue dress, the girl with the blue dress exactly looked like Maddie. And then she realized that shows Wanda was not angry with them. Though these girls teased her a lot, they bullied her a lot, but she did not feel bad. She considered them as their friend. And so when she looked very closely at the drawings, she felt that it is her own face. Then immediately she took the drawing and ran to Peggy's house to check whether it is the same there also. So she saw the Peggy's drawings, and there also she said, see, this is what Wanda has done. She has drawn our faces. That shows she was not angry, and both of them were believed. They were very tensed up. What Wanda would have felt. When they teased her, they didn't realize that time. They thought it is a game. They took it as a fun game, and they every day teased her by asking her, how many dresses do you have? Just because she used to wear only the blue faded dress. And when they got these drawings and the faces almost resembled their faces, Maddie's and Peggy's, then they realized that she had excused them. She did not feel bad about it. She still considered them as their friend, and they were very happy. They were happy that Wanda is not feeling bad about their teasing. She has taken it in a very easy way. She was by nature a very placid girl, that is calm and quiet girl. She never reacted. Whenever any other child in her place would have reacted very badly. Nobody likes to be teased by others. So she would have reacted, but Wanda was not of that type. Wanda was very kind, calm, quiet, intelligent, peace-loving girl. She never involved herself in other students. She used to sit at the back and used to concentrate on her studies, but she did not like the way her friends teased her. On the contrary, Peggy was a very beautiful girl. She was from a rich family. She had beautiful dresses. She had nice curly hair. She was a very good looking, and everybody in the school in the room number 13 liked her. She was a friend of everybody. Wanda was not a friend. Maddie was kind girl, but she was not bold. She was not courageous. She was coward. She could not stop Peggy from doing, though she knew it is wrong. What Peggy was doing was wrong. Though she knew that, even then she could not stop her from doing so for two reasons. She would miss her best friend, and she was not there enough. She was not bold enough to do so. So then they realized that now this is what do you learn from this lesson? First thing is, you should, when a new child joins in the school, in your class, you should make her or him to be one among you and never tease. Bullying, ragging is very bad. It is not allowed in any school, any class. One should not do that. One should make others to feel one among them. So this is the story about a girl, Wanda Petrossi, who was from Poland. She had taken admission in an American town school where other two girls also studied. Their names are Peggy and Maddie, and every day they used to tease her for her name and for the way she dressed up. And one day the teacher had announced an art competition. Everybody participated. Wanda won the medal, but she was not present in the school to receive her medal. By then she had shifted. They had moved to another big city where many students with different funny names, so nobody is bothered to bothered about anybody there. So different names, all the students might have different names, so nobody will tease her there. So the main thing you have to learn from this lesson is be kind, be helping, make others feel one among you, help them, and never tease, never bully any girl, any child, don't rag anybody, make them, be friendly with them, be friend with them, and then make them feel one among you all. Read the lesson and then write the meanings, glossary words which are given there.